afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host, and in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What's up? I got the sound effects back.
What? All is well with the world now. The buttons work. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. My friends over there, Beal and Abear, your hometown attorneys. Go give those guys a call. We're also broadcasting live on rumble.com. I want to see you on Rumble. Man, let me tell you something. I was on Rumble earlier today looking at Fox News, and I looked at the viewers. We actually do very well. I'll give you that. I thought you were fluffing it when you were telling me, trying to make me feel better. But
No, we do well.
Yeah, it's
not
actually
always live, but like the rewatches. Yeah. Oh man, we got some great followers.
But even live, it's very. Hey, thank you. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you to our Rumble viewers. That's pretty cool. Also, you can go back and look at old archives, as you said. That's where we're really seeing a lot of the numbers. So thank you. We appreciate that. Give us a little follow too. And, of course, we're at our home station, KPEL, here, 96.5 FM. All right, let's jump right to it, man. We got so much to talk about. Whew, the gifts that keep giving over there on the national level. But let's go talk about Russia a little bit here. The big meeting still on. You said it would be canceled.
Well,
you said it'd be canceled. Well, it is only 3:08 p.m. our time.
I've seen some of the preliminary stuff they be talking about.
Are they like tweeting out like hype videos? Like Vladimir Putin's like, hey yo, hey Trump, I got your deals.
What, he sounds like Stallone? Is that?
Yeah, that's Rocky IV. Rocky IV. He was training against the Soviet.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, steroid using, cheating, commie. Mm-hmm. That's why we won.
Using all that technology. You know what Stallone was doing? Lifting logs.
Yeah, that's all he was doing.
Running in the snow.
Yeah.
Training hard.
It's hard.
It's the best Rocky, though.
Yeah, it's hard,
is the best
man.
Rocky.
Hard to go against the Rocky 1 and 2.
No.
Yeah, Rocky 4 is my favorite. Rocky 3, horrible.
Yeah. Look,
I think they Mulligan. And it's hard to come back. Yeah, Rocky 4. Rocky 5,
Not too many. I didn't even know they made a 5 until I just stopped after 4. But not too many movies get better after the original. But Rocky 4 was a gem. Stallone's talented, man.
Yeah,
him
exactly.
And what's it? Clint Eastwood. Love me some Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah,
Gran Torino.
Yeah, he likes to talk to chairs too.
Hey, it is what it is.
I remember at the convention. Yeah, he did a great job. So when they
Get
walk
off my
into the
lawn.
room, So when they walk into the room, like Vladimir Putin and Trump, like how do you think that's gonna? Like, what's the first words they say?
Hey.
Dos
Vidania.
Yeah, Trump's got a Vladimir. It's good to meet you. He's got a charismatic part of him. I think he's gonna go soft. Vladimir, good to meet you.
They're gonna be very kind to each other. It's not the first time.
Oh no, he's gonna size him up though. Putin's gonna size him up. He's shorter than him. I mean, no offense. I'm just saying, it's like that happens. That's a Russia thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm totally stereotyping.
Make sure the blocks are there when I do the press conference. No blocks, no press conference.
It's what we do.
That's how it works.
So Alexander Smith at NBC News, though, he's reporting about this little meeting, but he's saying that President Vladimir Putin over there, Russian president, he's praising President Donald Trump's energetic and sincere efforts towards peace in Ukraine on the eve of their Alaska summit. I do believe that President Trump is sincere. I do believe that. And I believe that I believe what we said yesterday. He's a winner. So that means he wants to win on everything. Everything. I love that about him. I also love we'll talk more about that in a later topic if we have time. But I love the fact that he's willing to try new things to accomplish new things. He's willing to challenge the status quo. And that is what the voters wanted. We wanted, well, I still have hope. We want that in Louisiana too. I still have hope. I do. And what other choice do I have? I can't get rid of the elected officials. So I pray for them, root them on, and try to highlight when they do good things.
You brought up Louisiana. I just got to put this out real quick. Newsom just held a press conference. about his redistrict. He's going to go to the people to ask them to vote on whether or not to redistrict.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, wow. Okay.
Well, and
no, I got you.
Yeah. But if he has the wherewithal to do that in his state, hey, governor, pay attention. Not often will I tell you to refer to California's governor for guidance, but maybe let your people do the talking.
I want to hear from some folks in California, man. We got some folks in Missouri and Alabama and other places. I don't even know if we have anybody in California, but if we do, what you think? Go on Rumble or call us. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so the Kremlin, though, they've been busy. If the White House has too, in fairness. They say that the talks are going to focus on ending the war. That's what they want to focus on. But a possible nuclear arms deal, too, on the table. And that I didn't see that coming. That's good.
Well.
I mean, look, it's good when they can talk about it. I want our president to do what's best for us. That's all I care about, okay? And I do believe this president will. But it's never a bad thing to talk about nuclear war in a peaceful way, like avoiding it, a nuclear arms race. Hey, what's so bad about talking about it? No, Reagan did it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just have some concerns about the whole demilitarization of Ukraine. That bothers me. That's one of these things that's being floated.
But that's not going to happen. Well, okay, demilitarize, like no military presence?
Well, they have to give up their NATO aspirations is one of their things. Demilitarize, basically take down their military, I guess rely on Russia for protection. I don't know.
Yeah. The motherland.
It just seems like some things that are going to be some non-starters.
I don't think anybody agrees to that. And I don't think that's in our best interest to demilitarize.
No. And you just ask them you're asking them to give up land, which they're going to have to do whether they like it or not. But give up their military too.
Is it reasonable to do a land swap? Reasonable. Is it fair? Can you reasonably do that fair where both sides win?
Do you think Russia wants to give up land?
Well, that's what a swap is.
I don't see them agreeing. I don't know.
I never said that. I don't know if they're going to agree to anything. Yeah. We don't know what the hell's about to happen. But I mean, this is what negotiation is, and it's talking. Trump gave Zelensky that courtesy, and he's given Putin that courtesy. And if you're going to broker the deals, you got to talk to both sides. And I like how he's doing it. But we don't know what's going to happen. But because I hear that word swap all the time, and I don't know what Russia's offering to swap or what anybody's suggesting Russia swap, but I think we have to first answer that question, rhetorical as it may be. Is it reasonably fair? Is it reasonable? Is that a fair deal? Hey, Russia, yeah, I get it. We got here in a way that no one wants. We don't want sovereign countries invading sovereign countries. We don't want invasion. We don't want war. Okay, but we're here. And Trump has the best cover. I inherited it. And he did.
Yeah.
He did. And I don't think it happens on his watch. And it didn't happen on his watch. None of that stuff happened on his watch. That was President Obama and President Biden. But yes, I mean, is it reasonable? I think it's reasonable to entertain it, but no one has. I don't see what the other piece is.
Are Ukraine and Russia not both supposed to be democratic countries?
Yeah, by UN standards, yes.
I mean, at any point, are they going to go to their people and ask them what they want?
Yeah. Well, Zelensky suspended elections.
Of course he did. Well, I mean, you are getting bombed and...
Oh, I don't want to hear it. Baghdad can do elections in the middle of a doggone insurgency.
In Afghanistan,
Afghanistan, like, please. We want some democracy. I don't know who to trust over there anymore, but that's all right. The story will unfold, and everyone has the Josh Guillory Show to get their news. It's wonderful. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios here in Acadiana. We're also broadcasting live on Rumble, rumble.com. Go to Rumble, look at the Josh Guillory Show. Give us a little follow. You can see us live. We appreciate all the viewers right now, both present and after the fact.
Hey, the Lent of St. Michael begins tomorrow. In case you were looking for a cause to pray for the next 40 days.
Mm-hmm. Holy Day of Obligation tomorrow.
Assumption.
Yeah, it's a big one. I guess they're all big. That's why they're holy. All righty. Anyway.
Just a reminder to the folks out there, don't forget tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're talking about President Putin over there in Russia and President Trump from our place. They're meeting tomorrow to hopefully bring some peace to Ukraine and Russia, the war over there. That's good. Okay. A lot of skeptics, a lot of things being thrown out. We were talking about a few earlier. You know, what's Russia going to concede? It's kind of a given at this point that Ukraine's going to have to give up some stuff. But let's see here. But the Kremlin says they're not only focusing on the end of the war. And as we said earlier, and I didn't see this, but this is good. A possible nuclear arms control deal, on the table. Yeah, can't trust them, but it's always good to talk, and it's always good to trust but verify. We've heard those words before. So, a few little facts here. Putin apparently met with advisors earlier today and was vocal about it. He said that Trump is working to stop the fighting, reach agreements, and create long-term peace in the region, not just with Ukraine and Russia, but with the European allies as well, and kind of solidifying some of those relationships. That's coming from the Kremlin, so grain of salt, all right? Now, Russia suspended its participation in the New START arms reduction treaty back in 2023, but the Alaska talks could revive those particular negotiations. That's the nuclear arms avenue that we just discussed. The summit begins tomorrow. Now I'm saying tomorrow, but their time, well, it's only 3 or 4 hours.
It's from 3 to 5. Actually, while we're on the air. It's probably Eastern time.
No, well, we got them for an hour. Just tell them to zoom us in.
Okay.
I got some thoughts.
We can FaceTime.
We'll be the mediator.
Well, text your boy. Text Papa Trump.
Yeah, I have to. Well, I usually go to that. Senator Graham has him on dial.
So Guillory's texting. Hold on. Stop what I'm doing.
Hold on, free world. Hold on.
JSG on the line.
But I love it. Head-to-head talks. Got it. Gotta have it. They are going to follow their meeting with the joint press conference. That's one thing about Trump, and he ain't afraid to lift the hood. Tell you exactly what's going on underneath. It may not be pretty. We know all about it. May not be pretty, but it's the truth. The U.S. delegation says Trump wants to exhaust all peaceful options. Believe that. I believe that. He had a whole term proving that. And I hear what the left is saying, and not really left-leaning people, but just the left, the elites on the left. We have elites on the right, but the elites on the left just laughing all this off. Like Trump's just going to give up everything for peace. Like at the debate, Vice President Harris had said, "Yeah, you'll seal a deal, you'll sell us out, or something like that, or you'll agree to anything. You'll just give them anything." And clearly, it's been the opposite. I mean, Trump is talking about 500% tariffs on Russia, plus going after all countries who do business with Russia. He's not playing around. The difference between Trump and our previous president and a couple administrations, and I'm being very, very, very kind, is that this president actually carries through with reasonable threats. We have been at an economic war for 40 or 50 years. We voluntarily entered that war. Give the folks in front the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them a 20-year grace period. I really will. But once we got into the 90s, no excuse. For that. Then we get into free trade. No, like screw America trade is what we got.
Even just now at his campaign rally, Newsom, he's like, well, Trump's bending his knee to Russia. We're here working for the American people. Like, how is he bending a knee?
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
He's trying to end a war that is
affecting
everyone.
That you guys just let happen.
And it affects world trade. It affects everyone. It affects us. Don't think that it doesn't.
Yeah, the markets, when you're at that big of a number, I'm just convinced now that volatility, what we call volatility, like if we would see what the markets do today, 20 years ago, people would freak out. Mm-hmm. But it's such a large number that those swings are bigger now.
And if Obama would have met with Putin, if you see Obama right now, he's a peacemaker.
Yes.
He's a deal breaker.
Yes.
Oh, he's making the world better. Obama, the chosen one. Oh.
Yeah. So this is the first time since this war started that you got a serious shot at a breakthrough, though, if you think about it, bud. Mm-hmm. And it's happening because Trump will be in the room. Again, it could have happened 3 years ago. It didn't. This should never be a thing. There shouldn't be a room to be in. there should be a room to be in. This is silly.
I think it's important to note that they're meeting in Alaska. They're meeting on U.S. territory.
That's true.
All the times they've met in the past, it's been, NATO here, there, summit here, there. They're meeting.
Actually, they're meeting at Sarah Palin's backyard.
I can see Russia from my backyard. Don't you know?
You want a bird?
Oh, we're going to get on the snowmobiles, go for a ride. We got Todd out there. We got the kids.
Peace talk. Todd's, didn't they break up?
They divorced.
But
we stayed close for the sake of the kids and the grandkids. We got Bristol.
He still comes over.
Todd. It's beautiful, all of the kids.
So, back to going to the media and Trump and Obama and all these guys, the same media that spent how many years calling this guy, Trump, calling him dangerous on the world stage, they're now reporting almost begrudgingly, that Putin sees him as sincere and energetic. That energetic one's really upsetting him. And specifically energetic, pursuing peace, it's driving them crazy.
Well, when these despots and these dictators think of themselves, they think of themselves as godlike. And when Putin saw Biden, he saw someone that was below him. He saw someone weak, feeble. When he sees Trump, he almost sees him as an equal, as someone with just as much power as him, just as much panache, I guess, leadership capability. But he sees someone who can go toe-to-toe with him.
I think he sees Trump as stronger than him, and he's trying to save as much face as he possibly can. This guy knows the truth. He's just trying to balance things, kind of like Saddam was trying to balance things. There's no way in heck Saddam was letting Iran know that they didn't have nuclear weapons. Saddam had to balance some things, and now it didn't work out well for him.
Putin's got two choices. Either concede or use your nukes. Really, that's all he can do, because the more the pressure's put on him, let's say we put 500% sanctions. Mm-hmm. He's either going to react.
Well, he will.
And the only way he can really react at this point is to react militarily.
Well, let's say concede or we'll do something, don't do something. But that's why these talks with Trump and Putin are so important, because just the conscious effort, the purposeful intent to seek peace, the purposeful intent to do everything you can to avoid what you just said, that is good. That you can't. Look, it may not go anywhere. Who knows? But it can't hurt, and it may help, and I think it's going to help a lot. Look, we'll see if anybody can strike the deal. I think he can. All right, guys, stick around. We get back. Phone lines are wide open. 232-1542, 844-766-6607. We'll be right back. was saying it's so rare. Anyway, welcome back to...
That ain't what you said.
Here's what I said. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We're having fun. All right, we're broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Man, my boy Lance over there said they're doing some renovations to Beal and Bear. Nice. So congratulations to our friends over there, hardworking hometown attorneys. Good stuff. All right, we're also broadcasting live on Rumble, rumble.com. Go to the Josh Guillory Show. Give us a little follow for free. Helps us out, and hopefully we're helping you out as well. Boom.
Did you know that there's a thing called a pizza burger at Dino's?
Ah, I do. Have you had it?
No, Doyle Boudreaux, a partner from Scott.
What's that,
just he sent a picture of it. It's just messed me all up, man.
What?
I need it.
Guess where we're going?
Dino.
I'm gonna go to Dino's tomorrow, though.
Let's go for lunch.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, you should too. Dino's great and
go
great
to Mass,
supporter.
go to Dino.
Yes, absolutely. And definitely appreciate the support. But Tim, man, he and his crew, they do so much. Hey, shout out to all my folks over here in Crowley in Acadia Parish, man. I spent a lot of time there today. Love you all. Appreciate you. Man, I had a blast visiting with everybody. Man, I had some cracklings.
You went to You didn't bring me none?
Oh, man. What there was nothing left.
Bro.
Off of I-10.
Bro, Rocco Brum.
Man, pulled over, got me some boudin in Scott.
Didn't bring me none of that either.
And I'm not going to say where because I rotate. As my good friend, I think Doyle may have said.
Is Jamie Guillory here and all this? You supposed to be eating all that?
I know. I'm saying this on the radio.
Yourself,
oh, no. Dr. Kevin, what I meant to say was... Hey, you can have it. Come on, man. I was on I-10 and I passed through Crowley, Deuce on a rain. Like, what do you want me to do? I may have this twang, but I'm 100% Cajun. So...
You know who's not Cajun? Hunter Biden.
Man, let's go to that, brother. All right, so phone lines, guys, want to hear from you. All right, so you might want to talk about this. Guardian staff in the Associated Press reports that First Lady Melania Trump, classy lady, is demanding Hunter Biden retract comments linking her to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Hunter Biden,
wasn't he borderline sex offender?
Like, buddy, knowing to hold him, knowing to was this a recent comment he made? I saw the headline.
Yeah.
I saw so he even after all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. You know, this there wasn't some dirty pictures of him on that laptop they found with like his teeth missing and just naked on a bed with some cocaine and stuff.
No, that was Martha Jean.
Oh shoot. Martha Jean, I get it all mixed up with her GE back massage. Whew. All right, now back on track.
Oh, we were wondering why she had all those reward points with GE for appliances.
How come every time we talk about Hunter Biden, we end up talking about Martha Jean?
Martha Jean. Well, I don't want to say too much in the studio here.
Martha Jean said she's been
She's
saving her Marlboro bucks.
Yeah.
For something nice. She's going to get you a birthday gift.
All right. Well, so, yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive into this story here. So Hunter Biden, made his little comment. You're right. It was recently to journalist Andrew Callaghan, citing author Michael Wolff as his source, the Epstein link. Melania's lawyer says that the remarks caused overwhelming financial and reputational harm.
Financial, you say?
That's what he says. I mean, they got to prove it, but definitely reputational harm. We can, and that you could argue is irreparable. I mean, it's hard to repair, if not impossible. Well, irreparable mean you can't repair it, so it's impossible to repair. Not that that's the standard, but Hunter refused to apologize. No. He is doubling down, boy, from a vacation spot saying, "What I said is what I have heard. What I said is what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard." Like a little prom date.
He is like a child.
That just drank the spunk.
You're drinking the Strawberry Hill there behind the Civic Center. That Boone's Farm.
I mean, these guys are like ilk.
He's just tacky, man.
I mean, dude, tacky is a good word. That's a good.
Is he trying to stay relevant? Not that he ever was relevant.
I'm just telling you what I heard. So that, and then he says a source or whatever. I just said it. Yeah.
Well, how about when they
Michael
asked him,
Wolff?
When they asked him if he wanted to apologize?
No, he doubled down.
He said, and I quote, "F that, not gonna happen."
Yeah,
that's what he said. Very, very classy there, B-Dan.
I got my pardon. Might not. It might not hold up if can an auto pen pardon? I bet he personally signed his.
I'm certain he did.
I think he personally signed his.
Probably signed it himself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Hunter, yeah. No, Hunter probably had videos and like 10 witnesses. Hey, y'all see this, right? Now, Dad, answer these questions. What's today's date? No, not that one. The one I told you. This one.
You think he took advantage of him in like one of his little episodes?
Absolutely. I don't know if he did. Let me tell you though, maybe.
Perhaps.
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm using his line. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing things.
And then I talked to China. And they sent all the chickens to the Northeast.
Hey, remember Putin? He told me he wasn't going to invade. So, hey, pal, I see he's not invading.
Yeah, you see, Denmark is fine. No, Mr. President, it's Ukraine.
Huh? Hey, the Soviets? So President Trump responded to all this, though, about Melania and Hunter and all this. And he told Fox News Radio's Brian Kilmeade that Epstein had nothing to do with Melania's introduction to him. See, Hunter Biden saying that Epstein introduced the two, that Trump met Melania at one of Epstein's party, not a freak off.
She was one of his girls, they say.
Dude, what a classless dude. But they don't care about truth. Rhinos don't care. Democrats don't care. Government bureaucrats don't care.
One thing is Hunter referring to people as elites. Like, what? You said what now? Your daddy pardoned you.
You are so elite. You are so elite that you felt beholden, so emboldened that you could take, 10 million, whatever, some kind of board job, whatever, and then take a cut for the big guy and put that in writing. Like, what an arrogant prick.
So emboldened that he admitted to carrying a gun while doing drugs and wrote a book about it. And then wanted to look dumbfounded when they arrested his butt and threw, elite. Oh, I'm sorry. My dad can't just let me go if I do something felonious. Yeah. Call him felonious monk is what I call him.
Trump said, "Oh, no. We were introduced by modeling agent Puelo Zampoli." How'd I do?
Paolo. Puelo. It's my boy Puelo.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. Oh, it's P.A.
Paolo Zampoli.
And I got my contacts. That's horrible. Working hard today. Anyway, modeling agent. They met. Modeling agent he introduced them at the 1998 New York Fashion Week party. Huh? I mean, that's kind of what I've always heard they met in the late 90s in fashion, something with a fashion show.
There's no doubting that Epstein and Trump ran in the same circles. I mean, Epstein was a I don't know if you call him socialite. I guess the ladies are social. I don't know. But they ran in the same circles.
It's something.
And yes, they ran into each other. It doesn't mean they were connected. Doesn't mean he was like farming out Melania to him.
Man, it's so goofy. Sick. It's so.
It takes one of them to post that crap online.
Yeah.
And two to share it.
You're talking about
whoever
media?
Started that in the first place about her being one of Epstein's girls.
Yeah.
It takes two people to share it, and then it catches like wildfire.
That's what they do. Well, it's rhinos, Democrats, and elites. That's what they do. Whisper campaigns. Now, the First Lady's letter to Biden, though, that she sent him saying, "You better stop it," is dated August 6th. First reported by Fox News Digital. Now, Abby Lowell, that's Hunter's attorney, actually, has not commented. Said, no, we would rather, we'll sit this one out. We've been busy.
We're good.
We need a little breather with Hunter.
Our client needs to just take a pause.
Hunter needs to take a little time out. He's got family affairs to deal with.
Just biding his time.
That could be like a verb now. Bidening. Just full of, boop. All right, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Bill and Bear, your hometown attorneys. Give those guys a call. Getting a new build or refurbished building soon. I love that. Love that. Happy for my folks over there. We're also broadcasting live on Rumble, rumble.com. Go check us out, The Josh Guillory Show. Phone lines are open, 232-1542. Outside of Acadiana area, look right here on Rumble. There we go, right there, 844-766-6607. Let's go to the phone lines. Renee, what you got today, my man? Bring the spice.
What you call that generation that's protesting right now?
Gen Z?
Which one that is? Z, X, Y, W?
Gen Z.
What
I see them all.
that?
I see them all. Multiple,
Millennials, Gen Z.
The Gen Z, I think they fit in with Karl Marx just right. You know, if Karl Marx was here, he'd be right there with them protesting. I mean, the guy didn't have a job. He had to be pushed by his buddy Friedrich Engels to finish his book. I mean, his accusations kind of sound correct, but all his solutions are crap. And this guy, the whole 1/3 or one half of the world want to take wisdom from this guy that want to live off other people's money, couldn't hold a job, couldn't feed his family, couldn't feed himself, didn't want to bathe, hate his own kind. I mean, that's a phenomenon. I mean, you know, like George Soros. An achieving group of people, hate his own people. I guess kind of like the other white folks. I mean, I can't believe that. The college people would fit in just right with that.
Well, so Renee, that's a smaller demographic. You can't lump all those Zers in there. Come on now. Hey, but yeah, the indoctrination, all that stuff, the college campuses, and just the extremes on the college campuses. But I got to tell you, I have a different take, Renee. I love our Gen Zers. Seriously. I taught for a while, and my kids are Gen Z, and
they're different.
Yeah, of course, yeah, they're different, but not. I don't know. I relate with them. I relate with them, but I am transgen. But
you just gotta talk to them. You gotta handle them so much more.
No, you gotta give them respect. They're pragmatic, very pragmatic, straight to the point. That's my observation, and I love that. So, no, I'm telling you, same issues, different generation, different seasons. And life is about seasons. And God doesn't want us to look back in another season.
And,
look at Sodom and Gomorrah. There was a season that they were leaving with Lot and his crew. They were leaving a season. When you look back, you're not moving into the next season that God wants you in.
Amazing you say seasons like that, because they very, very good edition of it. I remember 40 years ago, you and I probably sitting in our respective living rooms, turning this little controller to make the antenna outside turn towards the right TV station, And you look at that, like what we had to do on a daily basis compared to what our kids have, and it's so radically different. You cannot expect a kid growing up today to be anything remarkably close to how we were back when we were little. It's just not possible. The world's different.
Well, it's just different.
A lot different.
It's a different. Our parents said the same thing, and their parents said the same thing. I saw someone the other day that turned 100, and what I thought to myself was, and on this note to technology, how much technological advances did this gentleman see in his life in 100 years? And on this note, I mean, think about it. We're talking about before the internet. Before the internet, man, before they had wireless phones. 100 years before people had phones readily accessible. I mean, you had your party lines and all that stuff, and party lines were a thing at least till the 80s. I know that for sure.
I'm reading Lincoln the Unknown, book. Dale Carnegie wrote it.
Okay.
Very interesting backstory. If you don't know anything about Lincoln, pick up a biography and read about, like, when he was growing up, they lived in a cabin that only had 3 walls. No door. It was wide open, exposed, and they lived the winters through that. Lincoln was so dirt poor, he came from literal nothing. They lived in the woods. He wore deerskin pants. Just a remarkable story. And then look at how people just bitch and moan today about stuff. It's crazy.
All problems are relative. We know there are things you can do to deal with it.
We got president's sons getting pardons now for wacky stuff. And
that stuff.
Sons back then were dying of fever and stuff.
One thing we can say that's different is that our our societal norms have changed. Now that is absolutely true. Now whether you say we're more immoral, unethical, whatever, deviant, well, that might be some fair assessments there. Okay, I still see the good in humanity. I don't think any human being is evil. I think that evil can conquer a human, and that's unfortunate. But there's good in every human being. We're all God's creation. Just might have been overtaken by choice. I don't know. Anyway, but look, my take on all this with well, anyway, what's your thought? You were about to say something.
On which one? Oh, about the back to the Lincoln book.
Yeah.
Y'all got to pick up that. Lincoln's story is just so.
And then look
crazy.
where he lands. Like you mentioned something. He grew up dirt poor, and it's true. He went up dirt poor. Grew up dirt poor and all this stuff. But man, just goes to show you this. An example in America. You can be anything you want to be, and I know that sounds like corny these days in 2025. It's still true. That the ability to pursue happiness, that promise is still there. Yeah. That promise is one of the few promises that our founders made in our Declaration of Independence, in this case, that have actually carried through. If you want to do something, yes, we're not all born the same, but we all have our problems.
We all have when he was 15 years old. He could not read.
Yeah.
And he became an attorney and the president of the United States.
And a wonderful debater. Wonderful. Like, a lot of thought.
Oh.
All right, guys, stick around. Hey, hour number 2, we'll change up the topics a little bit. I can't wait. We're going to have a blast. Don't go anywhere. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. I couldn't know if I was saying welcome back to hour number 2 or not. It's hour number 2. It's Thursday, Friday Eve. Welcome back to the show. It's going to be a great hour. I'm going to get all my stuff together here. We were talking about something else.
In your defense, Josh was in court all day. Yeah. He had a fun one, so.
Woo! But it's all good.
Get your mind right, son.
That's what I was thinking of.
We were talking in the break. We were talking about, shows that we enjoy. If y'all haven't seen Righteous Gemstones,
oh my God,
you got to go check
it. It's so silly that it's
stupid funny.
Stupid funny.
Stupid funny. And Resident Alien, that's a good one too. Go check that out.
All right. Well, we are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios here in Acadiana, your hometown attorneys, Beal and Abear. We are also broadcasting live from rumble.com. You can check us out at rumble.com for free. Won't you give us a little follow? We got the chat feature available to us and ready to rock and roll. All right. Have you ever heard of the export clause and all that stuff with the Constitution?
I'm not a nerd. I'm good.
It's definitely not a clause that's
not that being a nerd is bad.
No, of course.
Point it out.
It's not a clause that we discuss a lot. It's not a lot of litigation. There's about 2 or 3 cases in the 1900s. And
oh, you never argued one?
No.
Oh, I thought you had some experience.
No, I have no experience.
You weren't around during that?
Well, no, we're all around. It's still there. It's still there. But no, I was not there when they drafted it. No. Darn. I know. It would be so helpful. So I would say big news, definitely big news in the business and legal world today. But and this is coming out of Washington. So check this out. The White House rolled out definitely an unprecedented export deal with chip giants, NVIDIA and AMD. So chips in the region, Taiwan, China, could be America, trying to be an American industry or be a leader in there. And we had some wins the other day with some deals. That's good. So the White House rolls out this plan. Now, under this agreement, the federal government, here's the kicker. The federal government would collect 15% of revenue from these companies' chip sales to China. Okay, so they have an agreement. Federal government they said, yep, you can export there. And when you export it to China, well, we're agreeing that you're going to put 15% on that and bring it to the federal treasury. All right. So let that set in. The Treasury Secretary, he even called it a beta test. All right, just checking it out, possibly applying the same idea in other industries down the road. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on paper, this money would help slow down the growth. They keep saying this with the national debt. You had tariff revenue coming in. That's about 3% of our revenue, just under 3% of our federal revenue, higher than it's been. And over 10-year periods, yesterday we reported on it would chip into the budget about $2.8 trillion. 10 years.
Believing.
Yeah, absolutely. We've heard this before.
It's a little slow for me. 2.8 over 10 years.
How about 2.8 this year?
That's what I was thinking.
4 this year. We should not deficit spend.
What happened to Doge? You notice how that just
I got a T-shirt. I wore it one time on the show. I got my Doge shirt. I'm gonna wear it again.
Ain't gonna be worth nothing now. It's kind of fizzled out.
It just says Doge.
Oh, I know.
It's like it's a Doge shirt. Like it's a mock-off. It's not even like a legitimate like.
It's a Costco Doge shirt.
No, what is it? Not Temu. What was the one you told me about?
Oh, Shein.
Yeah, I got it off of Shein.
Still waiting for my order. It's coming in
I
slowly.
got my Doge shirt from Shein.
Did you pay tariffs?
That would be funny, huh? So, but all right. Now, I guess that death of 1,000 cuts. So sure, this could help out the national debt, but I don't think that's the intent. That's the national debt is possibly a good consequence. Yeah, any revenue is going to help us. Okay,
if it's real.
If it's real, it will help us. I'm with you. Seeing is believing on this one because we've heard that before. But the debt always goes up.
Like always. I said, if the debt is real.
The debt is we're having that discussion again. There is debt that's real, but I do understand what you're saying. And the interagency debt that we owe ourselves, that's weird. That's weird. Seems like you can reconcile that pretty easily.
Or I don't know, maybe what do you call that when you restructure your loan or you
consolidate,
refinance all that. Oh wait, interest rates is too high.
You control that too. crazy. But again, on paper, yeah, that's fine. But where things get a little interesting and what's in the news or what's in the media is when these lawyers start clearing their schedule like they're about to start doing. So let's talk about it. So the U.S. Constitution has this little thing called the Export Clause. It's in Article 1, Section 9, right after the Commerce Clause in Section 8. It says, pretty plain as day, though. Let me read it to you, okay? No tax or duty shall be laid on articles exported from any state, the country to the government. So again, no tax or duty can't be laid. No tax or duty shall be laid on articles exported from any state. Okay, so sounds pretty simple. Pretty simple, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the Supreme Court has used that clause before to block the government from collecting money tied to exports. So 2 examples. In the 1996 IBM case, the court struck down a tax on insurance for goods headed overseas. Okay? Fast forward 2 years later, busy court at the time, 1998, U.S. shoe case. They blocked a fee on exports through U.S. ports. Okay? So the government was trying to put a fee at our ports. Nope. Remember, this is exports, not imports. Exports. Both times, though, the court said, nope, you can't do it. And by the way, that's my legal translation. Nope, you can't do it.
So let me try to break this down for the not legal folks.
All right.
They want to basically, anytime they sell something to China, these chips, NVIDIA and AMD, anytime they sell chips to China, they will pay the U.S. government 15%.
They're going to charge China an extra 15%
and pay it to us. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is just my simple mind absorbing what you just said. This is not a tax. This is an agreement between the government and these corporations. They are willingly doing this, if I'm not mistaken, right?
They are willingly doing it.
So it's not a tax.
Well, hey, so you would be on the this is constitutional bandwagon. That would be your side.
Well, are AMD and NVIDIA pushing back? Are they complaining?
No. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about the argument. So there's arguments. Okay, so the argument for the deal being constitutional is that it's not technically, and it's what you just said, it's not technically a tax or a duty. Think about it. So, or tax or duty on the exports. It is a voluntary contract between the companies and the government. That's the point. You just made it. But that point is being made by all the supporters of this, or most of the supporters. And supporters might also argue that since there's no national security restriction on these particular chips, because that's a thing too, this is just a commercial agreement, and not a constitutional violation. Okay, pretty fair arguments, right?
Yeah, or you can even make one more argument that this is a fee to that allows you to circumvent the tariff. Like basically, you're paying a user fee.
Well, in one of those cases I just referenced, they called it a fee, and I forgot if it was the IBM case or the U.S. shoe case. And the court said you can call it whatever you want. You could call it for whatever you want, but if it is a tax, it's a tax. But let's talk about it though, okay? So the argument against it also pretty straightforward. Well, this one actually is pretty straightforward. If NVIDIA and AMD have to pay the government 15% of their revenue from chips sold abroad, that's effectively a tax on exports, which the Constitution forbids. So that's the other side. And remember, we're going to go back on labels, like I just said, a fee or something like that. The fact that it's structured, this particular agreement, structured as a deal instead of a law, might not matter if the courts decide it's still money being taken on goods leaving the country. So,
it's not being taken though.
Yeah, no, I got you, but we're hitting a break here in a little bit. Let's continue this when we get back, and because you got some good points. I want to talk about them. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown attorneys, Beal and Abear. Go check those guys out. Also broadcasting live on Rumble, rumble.com. Go check us out, the Josh Guillory Show. All right, let's continue our discussion on the export clause. All right, so there's this deal the White House just announced between NVIDIA and AMD and the federal government, where AMD and NVIDIA, all of the chips that they sell to China specifically, just that product to that country, they are to charge an extra 15%, and that 15% is to go to the federal government. That's by agreement. And the question is this constitutional? Now, this same legal question has come up twice. We talked about those, and both times the Supreme Court has struck it down. So we're going to see. Folks that are saying that it is constitutional, saying it's an agreement. What are you talking about? There's no laws or anything like that. There's no tax or duty. It's an agreement. And folks that say that it's not constitutional, well, you could call it whatever you want. You can call it a deal. You can say that instead of a law. But the court is going to have to answer that question. They're going to have to decide if it's still money being taken on goods leaving the country, is that an export? And if it is, you can't have an export fee. You can't have a fee on exports.
Who sued, though? Like, this had to have been sparked by a lawsuit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't just...
No. This is not a court. This is not before the court. This is a policy that's just been, it's a deal. It's a deal that's just been announced by the White House.
But I'm saying, why are they even bringing up the constitutionality of it? No one's even challenged it.
Well, that they can. That's just a discussion. It was in the article.
Oh, this is just the left trying to stir the
exactly.
pot.
Well, this is the media fighting everything that Trump does or anything a conservative does. The levels of scrutiny is not even close. Not even close.
It's like anything good. They just gotta poke holes in it, so we can find out what bad there is. Like, instead of embracing the good, they're searching out the suck.
Yeah, they don't. I guess it's true. Good headlines don't sell ads. I don't know, but accuracy is good. I mean, accuracy has to sell ads at some point. It gets viewership. I mean, there's a reason why 1 out of 5 Americans believe what the media says. That means 4 out of 5 don't. 4 out of 5 don't even believe what the media says to be true. I mean, we can see that. We see that locally. I mean, there's nothing it's sad because you never get the truth, and you would think that local media of all would be the ones that wanted to do the right thing, that wanted to just give the folks the facts, But even here, I'm sure it goes on in other communities too, but it's alive and well here. So anyway.
They're just like, hey, there's billions of dollars up for grabs here. Let's make sure we poo-poo on it and make sure we don't get that money and make sure we don't provide these jobs, because what happens if AMD and NVIDIA aren't allowed to do this? Well, they lose a ton of money.
Who does? The federal government?
No, the chip makers, because that's a very lucrative market for them. I mean, Chinese... They are some of the biggest users of technology in the world.
You're saying these companies would lose if they don't do this?
Yeah.
How?
Well, they would be cut off from that market. They were already selling chips to China, but because of the restrictions that Trump put in, they're no longer allowed to do this. So this paves the way for them.
He would lift the tariffs for... Okay, I got it. So he would lift the tariff. Well, then why not just do a 15% tariff?
Look,
but that's on imports.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just allowing them to cut around the.
No. I know why. I know why he's doing it. I get it.
He's trying to keep them viable because he understands business.
Yeah, I got it. But now, and so ultimately, again, is this going to pass constitutional muster? And that's going to depend on how today's Supreme Court reads the export clause. So I referenced those 2 cases for a reason. Yes, those are precedent. And right back to back, 1996, 1998. So the 2 cases on point with this legal issue says you can't do that. So that court in those 2 cases would say no, President Trump's deal would be unconstitutional. But this is a different court. This is a different court. How are they going to see it? And whether they see this as a clever policy tool or a constitutional overreach, we're going to get that answer, I would imagine. But someone has to challenge it, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Here's what we do know, very confidently. President Trump is doing what you said. He's trying to get creative in bringing revenue back to America without raising taxes at home. He's trying to do everything he can to save vital industries. He's doing everything he can to try to be a leader in that industry, which is something we just kind of threw up the white flag, it feels like. Like, why wouldn't we be the chip manufacturers? Now, already since this president has been sworn in, there's been reports on that, on those kind of deals coming back. Or, no, not coming back, coming here.
No.
First time. But, man.
Well, and the glaring difference from then and now was that those companies sued the government. They did not want to be a party to this.
Yes, very good.
These companies are doing this willingly. So until there's an issue, there's no issue. This should never go before the Supreme Court. It should never go before any court.
Hey, but you're right, though. Someone would have to sue. Where's your damage? Yeah. Where were you harmed?
You'd be harmed more if you're not allowed to do business with China.
That's a good point. But it is, I just, whether it passes constitutional muster, again, that's the Supreme Court's decision. Whatever they do, that'll be the rule. I got it. Right now, it is different. This is different than those two cases that we referenced. The only two cases we have on point that I could find, and they're referenced in that article too. So, but you're right.
It's beneficial in this case.
It's a voluntary. So you're telling me now the only thing that you can argue is it wasn't volunteer. It was really it was wink wink nod nod. This is the federal government. Of course they strong armed you into all this. But there would have to be evidence.
No, they probably came to the government and said, "Hey, can you just do a little deal where we pay 15%? We don't have to pay 50 or 500% or whatever the tariff is on China this week." But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they benefit from this, so they would be punished if they were.
And compared to the climate there, the tariff climate with China. You could even argue that this deal would be beneficial to China because at least they would know it's 15%.
Yeah, and
no, really, they could lock it in just with that industry. You know, that's pretty interesting way to look at it. Which is
kind of the standard that we've been seeing is 15%.
Yeah, well, not for Mr. Putin. Not for Mr. Putin. If
not
you don't
for
have
India.
Oh man, India. If the world learned anything. Man, it's better just to flip the bird to Trump than it is to turn your back on him.
FAFO, bro. FAFO.
Dude, like, woo! All right, guys, stick around. Phone lines are going to be open. I see you, Jerry. Oh, I did see you, Jerry. Call back. Renee, we're coming to you. All right, let's do it. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Bear, your hometown attorneys. Give those guys a call if you have any legal questions. All right, phone lines, my favorite part, 232-1542, outside of the Acadiana area. Give us a buzz at 844-766-6607. All our peeps over there in Missouri, shout out. Shout out.
And Mississippi, Oklahoma, Ireland, India.
We still got folks in Ireland?
I don't know.
All right.
Probably.
I know those states that you just said we do. But anywho, all right, let's go back to the phone lines. Renee, round two. What you got, my man?
Donald Trump could jump in front of a woman and baby and take a bullet for them, and he still can't do nothing right because fundamentally, the media and the elites, psychologically, they're a foreign threat, born and bred right here in America. They are for the communist movement in the world. They are collaborators with communist China. They might even be on the payroll. They want America to be an ally, puppet, or actually be on the Xi Jinping. That's how far gone they was. In the past, it was for Mother Russia, not for Mother China. That's how messed up the universities made these people.
Man, that definitely the indoctrination, like we said the last time, or your last call last hour, man. Absolutely, but
That's scary, man, what they're doing in these colleges. Like,
yeah, needless.
Just teach.
Thank you. Can you just give teaching a try?
Hey, how about if I wanted politics, I would have gone the political science route or something. Not not psychology or sociology.
That's right. All right. So, phone line still open. Quiet out there today. All the spicy stuff. I thought we'd hear from you. Maybe it's not as spicy. I don't know. Hey, I don't know, pal. All right. So, anyway, let's move on. Let's switch gears a little bit, but that's pretty interesting about the export clause. Never had as much discussion or thought on that.
Now watch, somebody's going to go sue just because it was brought up.
I just feel like you have to show damages, and I don't know where your damages are. I guess you could argue I can't.
Be damages if they didn't do it.
Yeah, because
they wouldn't
China's
have that
paying
market.
for it. Hey, we'll see.
We'll see.
This is different. It's a different court than the 90s, but this is a different angle. So the court could, because you got to remember, Chief Justice Roberts, got to know the human underneath the black robe. He's big on precedent. I would imagine some of the other justices are as well. So there is a way that the court can honor that precedent and at the same time thread that needle and differentiate the facts in this case, voluntary agreement, things like that. So the court may draw a line. That's what courts do sometimes. A lot of times. As a matter of fact, that's what you do on these constitutional issues. Every time the court rules, they draw a little line. That's why we should never get mad when the court, well, usually it's a good sign if the court takes a pause, maybe goes back and says, you guys rethink this or look at that. Because once they rule, especially the highest court, once they rule on a constitutional issue, that is you are drawing hard lines.
This will be known as the HMB administration. Hold my beer. Going in.
No joke, huh? Gosh. All right. Fox Business's Sophia Compton reports that Jeffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of AI,
let me make you an offer you can't refuse,
is warning that artificial intelligence could outthink humans much sooner than expected. What?
I know some humans that is probably already outthinking them, Martha Jean.
He's pushing for maternal instincts. As a quote, he's pushing for maternal instincts to be built into these systems so they care for and protect people, not just serve them. Man, this is weird. This is wild, too.
What are these people doing with this artificial intelligence?
Like, are you trying to listen? Now, Jeffrey, listen. Are you trying to build a girlfriend?
What, you talking about the guy? Oh, Jeffrey, not Jeffrey Lynn.
No.
Oh, because he likes to use the AI. Come on, Mama.
But I'm gonna say it again. This guy, Jeffrey Hinton, spelled with a G. Jeffrey Hinton. He's pushing this maternal instinct drive. Like he wants maternal instincts to start being built into all these little AI robots. so that they can care for, so they can care for and nurture. Did you say? Get your butt in.
Renee said it. AI's plays in the kitchen.
You better get your butt in the kitchen.
Ooh, Lord.
Renee, call back. That ain't right. Although very efficient. Think about it. You don't even have to order a mail order bride. You can just build one.
Other than like writers and like, I just don't. I don't know the whole AI thing.
Hey, it's technology. People said the same thing about the internet. People said the same thing, I'm sure, about cell phones. The first computer that came out that was the size of a room. Change scares folks, but it is here. People do good or bad. People do good or evil, just like with guns. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. So with this AI, what I would like to see is a more push for moral codes, ethical codes, and even, where it's appropriate, legislation to help protect the public, because that's the duty. Instead, we have conversations over silly things a lot of times. But this is just interesting.
Which we have done, by the way.
Of course. But this is interesting, and it's an interesting take from this dude, this gentleman, Jeffrey Hinton. Like, man, it's people like this are pushing for more and more integrated society with like robots, the Jetsons. It's like the Jetsons. They had a cleaning robot, Renee.
Renee didn't call back. Big Chris called in.
Big Chris, what's up, Big Chris? What you got today, my man?
Well, I'm thinking if these AI get to be so smart and they build them like humans, and they can do everything we do, well, then what they need us for? It's gonna be like that Terminator movie, you know, when the machines took over.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like Wall-E.
Well, I mean, think about it. What they gonna need us for?
Woo! So now there's an ethical question to society, to the world. Should we stop it?
No, you know why?
No, really, that's a question. Should you? No, hey, Big Chris is making a point. Does anybody, Big Chris? You think that's far fetched? What you said? I don't.
Well, now this is what I would think would be better.
All right.
Okay, we can have robots. They can think like us. They take our place working, and then we get their pay.
Hey.
They would be my consigliere.
I'm sending my robot in for work today. Just direct deposit my check.
Yeah.
All right, I got this.
I'll be working via surrogate today.
Yes. Hey, thanks, Big Chris. Appreciate
that Bruce
you.
Willis movie, Surrogates.
Ah.
Look, I hope AI sticks around in some part, because I can go through my Facebook feed and I know which of y'all are using AI to write your posts, because you ain't never used to use proper grammar like that, bud.
Oh, you can tell an AI post.
One of my wife's friends, I know for a fact it's AI, because I have never seen a coherent Facebook post from this person in my life.
Although some of my trolls, I do have to compliment their use of AI, because at least they are speaking in proper English.
Thank goodness,
Well,
but it still probably doesn't make any sense.
I'm welcome. I'm all about a diversity of thought. Now, the trolls sometimes are kind of funny, but hey, whatever.
Tony Dashery says, "Isn't that the basis behind Skynet?" It really is. I don't know about the maternal part.
No, I want to, right as we approach this break, I want to pose that question to the audience, to everybody. Like, seriously, as society, think about this. Should we work towards stopping AI? Should we work toward, or should we work to be? There's no wrong answer. Should we work to stop that, like the humanistic, all this stuff that this Jeffrey guy wants to put, Jeffrey Hinton, making human attributes, nurturing, mother instincts. Should we stop all that? Because that sounds peaceful, but I could think of some other not peaceful ways that these things could be used. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Bill and Bear, your hometown attorneys. We're also broadcasting live from rumble.com. We see you out there. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to view in. And for our radio folks, thank you so much for listening in. I want you guys to go to rumble.com. If you haven't followed us, give us a little follow. Unlock some things and, really cool. And we have a lot more in store for you in the future. That's for sure, my dear audience. So, talk about a few little facts here. Again, we're talking about Jeffrey Hinton, and known as the godfather of AI. And he is warning that our artificial intelligence, could outthink all of us humans a lot sooner than we think. And he's pushing for, some maternal instincts to be built into these systems. He wants them to care for us and not just serve us. He wants them to be our friends. I'm telling you, I think he's building a girlfriend.
I don't think you can milk a robot.
Hey, I don't know.
Martha Jean.
Very busy today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very active.
All over the place.
So here are a few little key facts. Again, Hinton says that artificial general intelligence, AI that can match or beat human capabilities, it actually could arrive here in just a few years, not decades, as was originally planned or forecasted out. And he warns that machines could quickly outmaneuver humans because they can learn collectively, instantly, sharing massive amounts of data like that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So his analogy is, imagine working for a playground full of 3-year-olds who are smarter than you. He believes AI should be designed with a drive to protect human life, like a mother protects a child.
He's talking about Asimov's 3 laws. Isaac Asimov, he historically wrote that there are 3 laws that govern robots. 1, a robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2, a robot must obey orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And 3, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
There you go. 3 laws of robotics. Right?
So you don't have to make it maternal. Just design your stuff to where it acts right.
So when we were talking about legislation, if you adopted this, the 3 laws of robotics, yeah, there you go. That would protect you right there. It would be illegal to do these things. Good question to pose for society. Should the public sector get involved? Should there be legislation to protect humans? I kind of like these 3 laws of robotics.
While they were born in science fiction, it's safe to say that fiction has become reality. So it is applicable.
What you just read off, that was from a fictional basis, or that's just a theory?
Yeah, Isaac Asimov.
I don't know any of these people. Who's heard of that guy?
He's a science fiction
that one?
author. Yeah. He wrote some, for the life of me, I can't the name
it sounds very popular. I bet you our audience, it's on the tip of their tongues.
They know what I'm talking about.
They don't.
They do. How much you want to bet? Somebody's about to call in.
Please call me. Tell me you know everything about this guy. 232-1542. You're proud of this. I love you. All right.
Wait, here we go.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Come on. Talk to me. That's you, caller?
Hey, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. What you got, Chris? Talk to us.
Wasn't that from the movie I, Robot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Jamie said.
Smith?
Yeah, that was in that movie, too.
Okay. Hey.
But it was the whole premise that they protect people, so the only way to protect people was to keep them locked in their home.
Oh, hey.
That's just a movie.
No, but look, hey, Chris, good point. So think about it. You got to really think about this because if it says protect human life, hey, don't get mad at those robots. They're protecting human life. They're just treating them, they're enslaving them like the government did to those Katrina victims in the Superdome and the convention center. It's no different.
Well, some people need to be trapped in their homes. Just saying.
And iRobot was what I was trying to think about. He had it.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, brother. That was a great call. Great call. See, but he didn't hear of that other guy.
Isaac Asimov's the one who wrote iRobot.
I didn't hear Isaac's name come up. He just knew about iRobot.
And that show Foundation?
No clue.
No.
Not even resonate.
That's all right.
Now but now in everybody's defense, y'all probably do know about these shows. I just, for whatever reason, haven't watched that many.
And JP, real quick, and you're not glued into pop culture like most people.
Well,
JP,
I don't know what that
up?
says about me. JP, what you got, brother? I got about half a minute.
Oh, it won't even take that long.
Yeah.
I mean, we're worried about the robots taking over. Y'all ever seen a computer work real well underwater?
Nope. Neither has Trump.
I mean, shut that down with a super soaker, man.
That's a good point.
I love it, JP. Hey, JP ain't kidding. I'm telling you, it's just like them drones. Y'all can play around till you get them here to South Louisiana, you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, all Louisiana.
It's hunting season somewhere.
It's hunting season somewhere, and there ain't no permits for robots. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man, great show today, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for tuning in each and every day. Great fun 2 hours.